Hello and welcome. We are here to kick off Crafting for Profit Holiday Camp. It starts in the morning and we're super excited about it and want to welcome all of you to our live kickoff event. We're just going to kind of talk about the camp. If you're joining us live, start asking questions in the live comments because we're going to pick one winner to win an all access pass to camp. And all you have to do is leave any comment on either YouTube channel.
Yeah, so I mean, you could just tell us where you're from, what your favorite craft is, whether or not you've done a market. You could just leave us an emoji. We just need a comment from you, and then you'll be entered to win an all access pass. We are so excited for this event. I feel like we've had this idea for a while, and so we've been kicking it around, and it's fun that it's almost here. This one is specifically geared toward the holidays. We have content both for if you're doing in-person markets as well as some online marketing and those sorts of things. But it's sort of holiday geared because that's one of the questions we would get a lot when we have Crafting for Profit in January, is people are like, well, what do I do for the holidays? But in January, the holidays seem so far away. So we were like, maybe we should do something for the holidays specifically.
Yes, we have tons of classes all about different things you can do for craft fairs, make yourself stand out, different ways you can make your products holiday. I teach a class on like how to, plan and execute a good Black Friday sale. So tons of content, again, no matter if you are wanting to do craft fairs or just really, really amp up the sales during the holiday season. And I feel like the craft fair content and a lot of the content could be year round. Like my Black Friday sale class, like you could just use it to plan a sale any time of the year. Like it doesn't necessarily have to be like that Black Friday timeframe.
Yeah. And I feel like there's also quite a bit of overlap in between what works in person and what works online. Getting people to your booth is important, but getting people to your website is important. So I feel like this is just it's a really fun one because one, it's lower in price than we've had before. It's a little bit smaller. We have a few new speakers, which I'm really excited about. I don't know. I'm just really stoked.
Yeah. So let's talk about the giveaways first.
Oh my gosh, guys, we have so many giveaways for this tiny little, like not tiny, but like for this smaller camp. Like the giveaways are off the hook this time.
Yeah. So over $4,500 worth of prizes. And you can enter just with your free ticket. So if you want to grab a free ticket, it's craftingforprofitcamp.com. We have a little thing scrolling across the bottom. I put a QR code up in the corner somewhere if I can figure out my pointing finger. So with your free ticket, starting in the morning, 9 a.m. Eastern time, you can start entering those giveaways. So let's talk about the giveaways, shall we?
Sure, I have it up here. So to start, Glowforge, who we love, is giving away an Aura machine, which is awesome. It's worth $1,200 if you want to get started laser crafting. I wouldn't say it's necessarily like for business production. You could probably do it if you have just a small craft booth or a small shop, but it is so great to get you just like in the door on laser crafting. And then you'll probably be addicted and have to get a bigger machine at some point because Angie and I were like, sure, a tiny laser. And now we're both like, oh my God, give us all the lasers.
Yes, please give me all the lasers. And then from Heat Transfer Warehouse, we have a 15 by 15 wallet press. Now this is for seriously anyone, business or craft, just crafts, whoever. This heat press is amazing. Like seriously, such a good price.
Yeah, I have one of them and I basically don't use any of my other 27 heat presses because I use it so much. And then Bella Canvas, also one of our sponsors, are giving away 3 boxes of 50 t-shirts. So if you run a t-shirt business, this is a great way just to get a bunch of inventory to start. And I don't know, and it's up to you. You can pick from whatever they have to choose from. And it's just, I don't know, if you're running a t-shirt business, 50 free t-shirts, and that's going to 3 different people.
And then our 4th sponsor is Creative Fabrica, and they are giving away a Cricut Joy Extra. And hands down, Cricut Joy Extra is my favorite Cricut machine right now. I'm using it for literally everything I can. So I would highly encourage you. I feel like it's a small machine, but it is very mighty. So definitely if you're running a small business, you could definitely use it for different things. Or like it could be your extra machine to take to craft fairs to sort of personalize on site, I feel like.
Yeah, I love it's so funny because I was like, I didn't use my Cricut Joy as much as I used my Explorer, but now I just use my Cricut Joy Extra for pretty much everything. And then after that, Angie and I together, we're giving away 10 all access passes. So this is a great opportunity if you don't have the money to upgrade to the all access pass, but you really would like to get all of that content for at least a year, plus all of our bonuses, which we will talk about. This is just a great way to enter to win one of those 10 all access passes.
And then we are also giving away a $500, what we're calling small business scholarship, literally $500 worth of cash. So whatever kind of crafter you are, you can use $500.
Truly, it's like no matter what you do, $500 would be awesome. And then we are also giving away basically one crafty t-shirt for every 3,000 free tickets that we give away. So I think we're at 2 right now. This is a little bit of a smaller camp, but we are giving away, these are from our merch shop. So Angie, you can go ahead and link that, or somebody can link that somewhere. We'll add it somewhere. So you can see we have all sorts of really cute, small business type shirts. They're very, very cute.
And then do you want to talk about your label printer?
Sure. I'm giving away a thermal printer. It's the same thermal printer that I use for my small business. And guys, if you are still printing out your labels on your regular printer and taping them to your boxes, stop it. You're going to want a thermal printer. It was one of the first purchases I made for my small business. And holy heck, it is so much easier because it just prints like that. And then you have a sticky label you can smack right on the envelope of the box.
And then Shelly from We Can Make That is giving away one digital content planner and marketing course set, and it's a $40 value. And I must say, Shelly is the queen of marketing. We've had her on the podcast before for a marketing episode. If you haven't listened to that episode, highly recommend it. And definitely you want to enter to win that prize.
And then Jen Crookston from the Creative Housewives is giving away another Cricut Joy Extra, which is awesome because now we have 2 winners for Cricut Joy Extras.
And then from me, it's 3 seats to my craft business prep course. So craft business prep basically takes you through the start of a craft business and starting it the correct way. And I'm giving away 3 sets, and it's a $98 value each.
Oh, somebody just said there's a nice thermal printer on great discount for Prime Days. So if you're like, this is the time to snap it up, honestly, it has made my business so much easier. And then another giveaway is one Crafty Brick small business bundle. I honestly don't know what is in Courtney's bundle, but it's awesome because Courtney is awesome. If you guys watch any classes, I swear watch Courtney's classes because she's just such a joy to watch. She's such a great human and so much fun.
And then Ellie Mae is giving away one class of your choice from her Silhouette Secrets area. And I feel like some of her classes are strictly silhouette, but others kind of branch over into Cricut and sort of could go either way. So, and one last prize, you go ahead.
And then finally, Nancy Joy, she's giving away a Cricut Joy Extra. This is how much we all really love this machine. So she's also giving away a Cricut. So we have 3 Cricut Joy Extras that you could win. So the prizes from our sponsors and from me and Angie specifically are going to be within camp. So you'll enter by going to camp, going to the giveaway section, and entering there. The ones from our speakers are on their more information pages. So below each video, there's going to be a link to the speaker's more information page. There's all sorts of stuff on these pages, so take a look. A lot of times there's also freebies, other giveaways. There's all sorts of fun stuff. Find their giveaway and make sure you enter on their page.
Yeah, and within camp, we have a thing called a scavenger hunt. It's basically a printable list of all the ones you need to find on the more information page, and that way you can sort of check them off as you go along because you don't want to miss any giveaways, right? We want to be sure to enter every single one of those.
I love it. And of course you want to win one of those Cricut Joy Extras. Once we realized that so many people were like, no wonder we all really like this machine. It's just awesome.
So to enter to win the prizes, then all you need is a free ticket. So craftingforprofitcamp.com, scan that QR code, grab your free ticket. Everything goes up at 9 a.m. Eastern time in the morning as far as the giveaways go. So giveaways, you can start entering those at 9 a.m. Eastern time in the morning, and you should get an email with a link to, hop on into camp at that time.
And then if you have that all access pass, which you can upgrade to from the pass, sometimes, all the time, those go up early. So you can get started on everything a little bit early, mostly because we don't want to be stressed out in the morning. So we put it up. We give those all access pass people just a little bit. And the all access pass is only $39 this time, which is lower than our normal all access price, all access pass price. I've got words. So $39 to get 20-something classes, 23 classes. We have a lot of classes.
Yeah.
15 speakers, 23 classes, all of the bonuses, which we can talk about here in a second, plus access for at least a year.
All right. So that was giveaways. What do you want to talk about next? Classes?
Oh, Brenda just said this is a smaller camp. You get a better chance of winning.
Yes. You are correct, Brenda.
It's going to be really fun. And the physical items generally are US. I think there might be some that are US and Canada, but all of the digital giveaways are international because it's very easy to send a digital file to wherever you live, Burundi or whatever.
And of course, our $500 cash, we can send that anywhere. So
All right, so let's talk about what's in the All Access Pass.
sure.
All right, let me find it. Hold on. Oh, I
I
didn't
can
open it.
I can start going through classes while you look.
Oh yeah, actually, let's go with classes first, and then we'll talk about
Okay.
All Access Pass.
Yep. So someone asked what's the free pass to camp? And if you need to pay. Nope, absolutely not. So free pass literally means free. You can grab it at craftingforprofitcamp.com. You just need to sign up so we can send you your links to get access and everything starting in the morning. So all you have to do is scan the QR code, go to craftingforprofitcamp.com, sign up for the free pass. So the free pass starts at 9 a.m. Eastern time tomorrow, and every day, I think it's 7 to 8 classes go up, and you have 24 hours to watch those. So there'll be 7 to 8 tomorrow on Thursday, 7 to 8 on Friday, and 7 to 8 classes on Saturday. And you'll have 24 hours to watch each of those.
And then the All Access Pass will get you basically all of the classes for at least a year. We're still not sure. We may extend that a little bit. We'll see. It also will give you access to all of our bonuses, which again, we'll talk about in a minute. And I'm missing something. Bonuses.
Transcripts.
Transcripts. So if you are like me and you want to read as much as you want to watch, the transcripts as part of the All Access Pass are amazing for taking notes. All of our classes are closed captioned. So if you are hard of hearing, you should be able to turn on that closed captioning and watch all of the classes. But if you want those printable transcripts for taking notes and all of that, All Access Pass.
And yes, absolutely, Beth, it's okay to sign in to your All Access Pass through your Teachable account. If you have a Teachable account, it's really weird. You have to link your Teachable account to our camp. You can email anytime help@craftingforprofitcamp.com, and they'll send you a little cheat sheet on how to do that if you are confused about it at all.
Yeah.
And then the classes are anywhere literally from 10 to probably 30 minutes or so. So
one of my classes is 8 minutes. I have a very short class. But I mean, like, we don't want to fill it with a bunch of fluff either. We're not like, you have to speak for 30 minutes and then you just have to sit there for 30 minutes. It's like getting that information, as quickly as possible because we know your time is valuable.
Yeah. So to answer your question, Breezy, about classes that overlap, let's just talk about all the classes.
All right. All right. So I'm just going to go through our list on our sales page here.
Yep.
So the first one is my class. I'm talking about maximizing your efficiency by using SKUs for your inventory. So basically stop keeping units, how to number your SKUs and use that at craft fairs. You can also use it online. It just makes it a lot easier to know what you're selling. So if you just take a bunch of stuff to a craft fair and you don't have any way of tracking it, and you're like, I think I made 4 of those tumblers or whatever it is, it becomes much more difficult to make data-driven decisions. You want to know what's selling well, what's not selling, all of these things, and we can do that using SKUs.
And then Cori and I teamed up together for like literally our least favorite class to teach ever, but it's so important. And it's called The Legal Side of Craft Fairs. And it's all about permits, licenses, insurance, contracts, everything we could think of legal wise that you might need to think of when you are applying to and showing at a craft fair. So just kind of a list of things to keep in mind. We are not lawyers by any means, but we wanted to give you just a list to keep in mind when you are, doing craft fairs and even applying to those things to keep in mind as you're doing that.
And then next up, we have Jessica Hill, who's crafting a successful holiday social media campaign. So whether you have a market or you have just your own business online, social media becomes really important during the holidays because a lot of times we are just completely overwhelmed by the number of emails we're getting. And social media is one place that you can stand out.
And then Courtney Brickner, again, anything she's teaching, you want to, go to it. She's like a dynamic speaker, but she is teaching DIY product photography, backdrops, editing tools, techniques, and product photography is so important either way. Like if you're selling your stuff online, it's important. Or if you just want to promote the craft fair, good photography will also help you with that.
And good photography can also help you get into craft fairs. So if you want to have really good photos for a bigger craft fair, something that's popular and it gets a little harder to get into, having good photographs of your products is really important. And then next up, we have Jamila Payne. She is talking all about holiday craft pricing and how to boost your sales during the holidays. Again, she's somebody who has a lot of history selling in person. And so she's a really great person to chat about this.
And then my class, I mentioned it earlier, on Black Friday sales. So it's all about how to plan your Black Friday sale and how to promote it. So I even have like a free, even on the free, you get a free download, and it's just sort of a free planner for you to start filling that out so you can plan that Black Friday sale and get the most bang for your buck.
I am definitely watching that class because I would like to plan my Black Friday sale, and I have thought about it 0% so far. Next up, we have Shanita Nicole. She is talking about how to have a successful holiday pop-up shop, which I'm really excited about because I feel like pop-up shops are really trendy right now. And she's another person who just like is really dynamic speaker, and you'll really enjoy her class, I think.
And do you want to talk about your?
Oh, sure. Then I have a class about stopping traffic at a craft fair. So if you're at a craft fair, how do you get people to actually come into your booth? So these are just techniques you can use to actually get people to stop. Because the last thing you want is when people are like, just like looking and then they just keep going. You're like, no, you want people to come into your booth, see what you have.
And then next up, again, we did a class together, and it's called 10 Tips to Boost Your Holiday Sales. However, when the two of us get together and start talking about ideas, it gets to be crazy. And I think we ended up with 15 or so. So
we were like, oh, that's another good idea. I mean, like literally we were brainstorming in the video. It's very funny.
Yeah, so it's
like what we're going to talk about
ideas for boosting your holiday sales. And it was either craft fairs or selling online. Well, like we just kind of mixed it up throughout the video on like which way we would go, but tons of ideas. Let's just rename the whole class.
Just tons of ideas to boost holiday sales. And then we have a new speaker, Nancy Joy. She is going to be talking about converting sales into year-round revenue. She is going to be talking a lot about email, which I'm really excited about. I'm also excited to have her as a new speaker.
And then a class from me, and it's called Ensuring Timely Delivery for Your Creations. So there's nothing worse than selling online and not getting your package to the person in time for the holidays. So whatever gift giving holiday, you want to be sure to plan sort of backwards with your timeline. And so I just go through a way to do that for you and actually set a cutoff date for when you take orders as well, and how to plan for that and set that date.
And then Angie and I are teaching another class. We're talking about HTV craft ideas because we talk a lot about some of these more advanced crafts a lot on our blogs and spaces. So like we've got a white toner printer, a DTF printer, all of these kind of things. And people are like, well, I'm still a beginner. So if you're a beginner and you're looking at getting into craft fairs with something that's fairly inexpensive to get into, maybe you have a cutting machine, we're going to be talking about tips for selling HTV products. That was another one where we were like, we have 10 tips. And then it ended up being like a bajillion ideas. Oh, Angie, you're sort of, hold on. Are you back?
Am I back?
You're back. Sorry,
Okay.
What did you just say?
It's okay. I'll just go to the next one. Next up is Jen Crixton, and she's talking about crafting for the seasons. And so how to take what you already make and make it holiday themed. And so she has tons of ideas for doing that. If you were like super confused about like, I make things for pets, how do I make that holiday? She has tons of great and innovative ideas.
I love that. I love taking what you already have. There's no need to reinvent the wheel. Let's just like make it kind of holiday. And then next we have Sarah Clark, and she's talking about effective craft fair signage and product information. There's nothing worse than getting to a booth and like having no idea what anything costs or what the name of the business is, all of these different things. So she's going to be talking about that. And
then another new speaker, John from How to Craft Fair. And I did a live on Instagram and talked about him more than any other speaker. Again, a dynamic speaker. His YouTube channel is How to Craft Fair if you want to follow him there. And he actually has two classes. The first one is called Event Etiquette, and it's your best practices for craft fair vendors. And I feel like this could even help you increase sales because a lot of the times it's the etiquette and like just the feel you get when you walk in the booth from the person selling.
Yeah, I love that. And then we have Crystal Summers, and she basically is going to talk about a holiday market survival guide and how to have like a stress-free event. Because if you've ever done a market, there's a lot of stress around it. And so she's giving just her best tips. She does markets a lot. She does pop-up shops. She's going to be giving her best tips for actually surviving the holiday market season.
And then Ellie Mae Habits, and she is going to talk about special touches and how to add standout add-ons to your sales event. Another craft fair related one, just basically how to stand out. We all know that making your booth stand out is going to be better than anything else you can do at a craft fair.
Truly, you just need to like make sure that people see you, because if they don't see you, then it's a problem. And then we have Karina Gardner. She's talking about strategies to attract buyers before and during a show. So basically how to get people to come to your booth. This is clearly something that there is going to be some content that overlaps, but everybody has their different strategies. And Karina Gardner is pretty amazing with what she does. And I feel like that's going to be a really great class as well.
And then Shelly Ontis, is it Ontis or Ontis?
Ontis, I think.
Ontis, I
Maybe
think.
we should
Okay.
ask her. We've been friends for years. We should probably know.
She's talking about 3 easy marketing tasks for a successful craft fair. Again, she is very, very good at marketing. If you've never seen any of her content, you really need to watch it. And I'm really excited about that class overall.
And then we have Laura Lambert, and she's talking about how to turn those craft fair connections into loyal customers. She's also talking about email. So there is a bit of overlap between her class and who else is talking about?
I think Nancy Joy.
Nancy Joy. So there is some overlap between her class and Nancy Joy's class, but of course, everybody teaches something differently and you'll learn different things from each class.
And then John's second class is called Craft Fair Booth Presentation at Holiday Markets. Let's just face it, if you're doing a holiday market, you're going to have something festive, twinkle lights or something. And he is going to give you tons of ideas for that presentation aspect for those holiday markets.
And you know what's funny? I feel like even though we're talking about markets a lot of these things can also be translated to online sales. Like your website should look like holiday website, right? Like, I mean, if you're selling on Etsy, obviously, maybe not, but if you have your own website, like throw up some Christmas designs or whatever it is for the holidays. And I think that's a really good idea. And then one of our sponsors, Creative Fabrica, is going to just talk about different craft ideas to sell at markets and online. So that's just going to be a big idea class.
And then Glowforge has a class, and they are talking about creating custom holiday products with the Glowforge. Again, tons of craft ideas for the holidays, but with a laser spin on those.
So Jacqueline asked, are there any courses or classes for any craft like crochet? So the only 2 that kind of touch on a craft are going to be our HTV class and the laser class, I think. But we're not teaching how to use machines or anything or types of crafts. We're teaching how to sell the crafts you already make. But both, if you're interested in crafting machines, go to our channels. But there is, so much good content out there for actually how to do the craft and in other places.
And to register, again, it's craftingforprofitcamp.com. There's also a QR code up in the corner that you can click. And you do have to spell it exactly. I saw like someone say that it came up web page not found. It's because you have to literally spell it exactly correctly. I did put it in my YouTube comments, however. And I think it's also in the description for the video. So if you're like watching on the replay, it should be in the description below the video.
All right. Does anybody have any questions before we start talking about the All Access Pass bonuses? Will any of the classes touch on which websites are best? No, but we still have a sale for our Crafting for Profit camp earlier this year, and there are classes on there for that as well.
Yeah, so this one is all new classes, never before seen, and really targets the holidays, holiday sales, holiday markets, craft fairs, that type of thing. So sales and craft fairs. And regular Crafting for Profit camp, which we had in January of this year, that targets more of like selling on websites and just generics, online selling or selling of your crafts. But it is still for sale, and you can purchase it. I can maybe find the website.
I need to find the link.
Maybe Crystal or Jen is on here and can find that.
Let's see.
Oh, I put it in the description for the YouTube video.
Oh, there we go.
I did. So description below the YouTube video, you should have like a show more. And I did put it in there if you wanted just the regular Crafting for Profit.
Yeah. I feel like this is going to be a little bit different than our normal camps, just a smaller, a little bit more intimate. I don't know if that's the right word to be using, and really more focused. So a lot of times we're like, let's cover everything. This time we're trying to go a little bit more niched and see how this kind of content does. If you like these more niche events, please let us know, because we're planning out we already have our 2025 calendar planned out. You guys are going to be really excited. But if we're thinking about 2026, if there's anything that you guys really want to know in particular, make sure you're telling us, because we are doing our best to figure out what you guys want. But if you just tell us, that makes it a lot easier for us to figure out what we should do.
Absolutely.
All right. Should we talk about the bonuses?
Sure.
So if you get the All Access Pass, which again is only $39 this time instead of $49, and we are not upping the price until the end of camp. We are doing it differently this time. We're giving you that $39 all the way through the end of camp. So all the way through Sunday night. However, you should get it because it's really good. But yeah, we're just trying to see, like, we're throwing spaghetti at the wall and seeing what sticks. Like, do you like this better? Do you like having more of an opportunity to watch the classes before you decide on pass? We're just trying to make it easier on you guys. We don't want you to spend money that you just don't need to spend. But yeah. Let's see. All Access Pass bonuses. So these are things you get if you buy the All Access Pass, and you don't get them if you don't. Let's start. Oh, go ahead and start with yours.
I don't have, can you send me the list?
Oh, I went and got the All Access Pass page open. Let's see. I'm putting it in our little chat.
Thank you. Now I can.
Yeah, Crystal also dropped in there as well.
Okay. If I can find them. Okay. Got it. Because it's mine. Okay.
Of course. I'm just gonna sit here smiling at you.
Yes. The first two are mine. Okay, so the first one, I literally have 2 new ebooks that I will be launching soon, and I am offering them for free with the All Access Pass for this camp. The first one is called Marketing Your Handmade Business, and it's all about marketing your handmade business. So it's all those marketing tips for your handmade business, and it's a $9 value. I'm going to sell it for $9 a regular price. And then the second one is called the Craft Fair Beginner's Guide, and it's another ebook, and it's all about, like, very beginning, how do I start with craft fairs? And I'm going to sell it for $14 full price. But again, both of those with your All Access Pass will be free, and they are for sale 0 places right now. No places. So those are Crafting for Profit Camp holiday exclusives right now.
I love it. Somebody asked why the full access is only available to the end of October. It's the next October, not this October. So you got more than a full year to access. The reason we do this, and we may redo it, we don't like doing lifetime access. 1, because things change and we want you to have the most up-to-date information. 2, because we just don't know what lifetime means. My lifetime, Angie's lifetime, the website's lifetime, your lifetime. It becomes very vague, and we don't want to be vague. And then I think it's got that, what's the thing where it's like timely, right? If you have something forever, you'll just sit on it forever. But if you know it's going away, then you actually create action in your business. And so we like to create that actionable time. Like, okay, this is running out. You really need to actually get these things done instead of just sitting on it forever. Because I've had classes I've had lifetime access to, and I've never touched them because I've got lifetime access. I can do it whenever. But if I have limited access to something, it actually sets a fire under me and I actually get it done.
Yeah, and it is a minimum of 1 year. Like, we've already extended regular Crafting for Profit because we're not going to have it until October of next year. So we've already extended that access. So it's just like minimum of a year. We want you to be aware of that.
Yeah. All right. Next up for our All Access Pass bonuses, we have 10 smart marketing strategies to attract buyers before and during a show from Karina Gardner. It's basically like another addition to her class. So if you need ideas, that's another bonus.
And then Shelly is giving her craft show marketing kit, and it's a $47 value. And again, like, seriously, Shelly is amazing at marketing. So highly recommend her marketing tips for craft fairs. And she's giving that. I think it's like printables. Is it printables or a video? Printables, I think.
I think it's printables and a video.
A video. Yeah. So amazing, like bundle there. Yeah.
And then Shanita Nicole is giving away her pop-up shop checklist, which is a $20 value. This is 3 pages, a 3-page checklist. Like, it's going to get everything done if you're going to do a pop-up shop.
And then Courtney Brickner is giving away her Crafty Cheats ebook. And I know at least 1 page of that is HTV times and temps for various brands. And that's like the page that I am absolutely in love with. So I know at least 1 page of that is awesome because I love it.
And then we have some business add-on files. So these are basically files from Ellie Mae for adding to your products. So you can cut them in HTV, you could do them in sublimation, you could probably print them. There are a bunch of different ways to use these files, and they're sort of like, thank you, or handmade, those sorts of things.
And then John has his craft fair checklist for vendors. Again, this is going to be amazing for those of you that are selling at a craft fair. I feel like no matter if you have been selling a long time or a beginner, but especially beginners, like, what do you take? What am I forgetting? A printable checklist is your answer.
And then we have Jamila Payne, who's giving away her craft and handmade business planner. This, again, is just like a lot of pages for a lot of planning. So if you are a person who likes to get everything out on paper, I feel like this is a really great option for you.
And then Jessica Hill has 10 social media graphics templates, and they're for Canva. So if you love Canva, you probably know it's really easier to start with a template than from scratch, at least in my opinion. So these are really great for starting templates to kind of put your own spin on for those holiday marketing. Whether you're holiday marketing for selling online or for craft fairs, I feel like you could use them either way.
Yeah, and I feel like you could even just rework them a little bit to make them year-round as well. There's also the 2025 content calendar. Can you believe we're almost in 2025? From Nancy Joy. This is basically like helping you plan any content, any projects, any sales, all of that for the entire year of 2025, which sounds lovely to actually get ahead for once. Let's see, I'll do
And I'm
my
gonna look
next
through
one.
yours.
So I have a creative small business startup checklist. So if you are just getting started, if you were like, I want to take the leap into this, whether it's just having stuff at a local market, if you want to start selling on Etsy, I have just a whole bunch of things that you need to do before you really get started.
And finally, Creative Fabrica is giving their Romance Storm font as part of the All Access Pass. First of all, head to the All Access Pass page and look at this font. It's like a super cute retro font that I feel like super hot right now. And you get it for free, commercial license. Definitely worth it just to get that font, I feel like.
All right. So let's see. Do we have anything else? I think we talked about most everything. But yeah, are you guys interested in Canva? I see that Casey said that she has a hard time with Canva on her PC. Canva is something that we're thinking about doing more with. Are you interested? Tell us if you're interested. This is what happens when you show up to our lives. Is Cori gives you secrets of things that we might be planning. Angie's like, and I'm over here like, are you interested? Are you interested?
Is it tomorrow yet? It's very close.
It's very close. It's going to come really early for those of us on the West Coast because it starts at 6 a.m. our time, which means that'll be up at 5.
And yeah, so Roseanne said something about us giving more time, and we are giving more time this time. So the pricing is at $39 today for the All Access Pass, and it's going to be that all throughout camp. So if at any point during camp you're like, I really need access to this for longer, you can purchase it. Or like anytime during camp, you're like, those bonuses sound great, you can still get it for that $39 price. So we're trying that pricing structure out to see how you all like it, get some feedback, and then determine what we need to do for the regular camps. But we thought this was a good time to try that out.
Yeah, we're probably going to be doing some more testing of different things just to see what works better for us and for you guys. This is our 6th camp, a number of camps we have done, and we've done them all very similarly. But we know that you guys are probably getting summit fatigue as well. You're probably like, oh my gosh, so many events, so many bonuses, all these different things. And we're like, we understand. We have it too. We get invited all the time to speak at events and we can't even speak at them all because we don't want to overwhelm you, and we are overwhelmed. And so we don't want you to buy this unless it's really good for you. And we have tried really hard not to make this like a money grab on our part. This is one of the things that's really important to us, is to put you guys first, and to make sure that we are offering enough value so that it makes it worth that $39. We don't ever want you to think we're just trying to get money out of you. We are trying to be helpful first, but then we also have to pay our bills. So yeah, this allows us, we also pay our speakers, which doesn't happen for most other camps. We pay our speakers a fee. We also give our affiliates the first chance at earning money before Angie and I earn money. So there's a lot of different ways that we try really hard to put you and our speakers and everything first before just trying to make a bajillion dollars.
And we always try to make the free pass well worth it, so that hopefully, even if you can just join us for the free, you get all the information that you could possibly want out of the camp.
Yeah. And I don't know. I feel like we're trying to make this as doable as possible for everybody, including us.
All right.
I don't see how you have time to just have fun crafting. To be perfectly honest, I don't craft for fun as much. I will say my small business has been super fun, and I've been crafting for fun with my business. But yeah, I feel like making it a business sometimes can take a little bit of the fun out of it, but then you have to find the joy in other ways. We're talking about motivation on the podcast tomorrow. So if you need to think about product, and our number one thing we're probably going to talk about is finding joy. So
Yes.
if you're curious about that, listen to the podcast tomorrow. It'll be on YouTube on both of our channels.
And that's a good point. If you want even more free craft business, small business content, our podcast is every other week, and you can get it on your favorite podcasting platform. You can get it here on YouTube through the live channels, and you can join us for all kinds of free advice for craft businesses as well.
Yeah. And I mean, we both have also stuff on our own channels. So I saw I just did a video on finding a niche on my YouTube channel on Saturday. So, we've got content everywhere, and a lot of it is free. So hopefully you will be able to find what you're looking for at a price you guys can afford.
Any more, we're gonna last call for questions. And if Crystal is still joining us, could you pick a winner for our all access pass? That way, if people have to hop off, we could go ahead and announce the winner.
Yeah.
And she is here. I can see her commenting.
Let's see.
I guess we have a sponsor shout out while we have a few minutes.
To our amazing sponsors. First up, we have Heat Transfer Warehouse. They sponsor basically everything we do. We love them so much. If you are looking to work with some buy from some just really good people, Heat Transfer Warehouse, they always want to support us. They want to support you. They have amazing they have machines, they've got blanks, they've got HTV, they've got all sorts of things for your crafting needs, and they are awesome.
And then you get a coupon code from camp, whether you free pass, all access pass, whatever. Keep it inside when you shop. You can save money. And then Glowforge. So Glowforge, again, they've been sponsoring a ton of the stuff we do. We really, really appreciate them. We love their machines, especially like the Aura or the Spark, especially super small laser for craft fairs. What's the word I'm looking for? Personalizing things.
Personalization.
Yeah, well, just because the laser is so small and portable and lightweight, which I feel like factors in for if you want to take it to a craft fair.
One of my friend's husbands, of all things, so they had come to visit us. He sent me a text. This was a few months ago, and he's like, "What laser is this?" And he had actually taken a picture of it at the craft fair he and his wife went to. And it was somebody who was doing customization on site using the Spark. It was really fun. And then next up, we have Bella Canvas. You guys, you probably are tired of me hearing me say that I love Bella Canvas. Their garments are awesome. They have a new heavyweight line. So I talk about this a little bit in one of my other videos on my YouTube channel. But as much as I love a nice soft shirt, they do have this new heavyweight line, which is really trendy right now. A little boxier shape, a little shorter, a little just heavier fabric. So that's really trendy right now. They've got a great line. And their giveaway is great. They're giving away 3 boxes of 50 shirts. So if you have an apparel business, awesome giveaway.
And then Creative Fabrica, another great sponsor. We can always count on them. And quite frankly, I am in love with their subscription. I recommend it all the time to people, whether you are just a crafter, for yourself, if you are running a small business, either way, I feel like their subscription is worth it. You can literally find anything on there. I'm thinking of something and I'm like, I need a quick image of this. I can find it within just a few minutes, I swear.
That's pretty awesome. And
variations.
It's so affordable as well. So those are our 4 sponsors for this event. Buy from them. We love them. We don't recommend anything we don't personally use. So you can just sit here with all of our shirts that are in our merch shop, our Bella Canvas shirts. They are made by Shirts from Fargo, which is a partner company to Heat Transfer Warehouse. These are companies that we use all the time. And we are very, very happy that they are sponsoring us.
And Crystal picked our winner, and it was Sheila Record. And hopefully you're seeing this, Sheila. If you will email help@craftingforprofitcamp.com, then they will hook you up with a free all access pass. And if you've already purchased, we'll just refund you. So either way, just let us know.
All right. Congratulations, Sheila. Welcome to camp.
Giveaways. Are the giveaways US only, or can you still enter? So it depends on the giveaway. Some are US only, some are US and Canada, some are worldwide. So each giveaway has its own requirements.
But she says, if she has a US friend she could send to, could she enter? Yes, you can. If you can pick it up in the US, go for it.
Did you see other questions?
Oh, good. Sheila saw. Now she's very excited. Yay. You guys have any more questions? You guys just super excited for camp? Oh my gosh. I am really excited. If you buy that all access pass, keep a lookout in the Facebook group tonight. Oh, Facebook group. That's something we should probably mention. We do have a Facebook group. It is our big Crafting for Profit Facebook group. We don't start a new one for each camp. It is open year round for any questions that you have. Right now, it's obviously going to be all about the holiday edition. But yeah, you can join our Facebook group. But if you don't have Facebook, first of all, I'm jealous. Second of all, nothing happens in the Facebook group that does not happen in Teachable except for kind of the community and question part. So every single, like, well, there's not going to be any secret giveaways over there. There's not going to be any secret anything in the Facebook group. It is all in Teachable. And we wanted to make it that way so that if you don't have Facebook, you can still participate fully in the camp.
And the classes, they go up for the free pass in the morning, every morning at 9 a.m. Eastern time, but they are not live. We do want to stress that. So they are pre-recorded. So you are not missing anything if you are not up at 9 a.m. Eastern time. So do not feel like you need to stay up all night. Everyone has 24 hours on the free pass, so you can watch them at any point in time during those 24 hours.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes we get people who are like, I'm in, Belarus, and it's a different time zone, but you still get 24 hours. They're just shifted from where we are. So on the West Coast here, I get 6 a.m. to 6 a.m. for my times, and Angie gets 8 a.m. to 8 a.m. and people on the East Coast get 9 a.m. to 9 a.m. So we all get 24 hours. They're just a different 24 hours, if that makes sense. And somebody asked how to scan the QR code. So use your phone, open up your camera app, point it at the QR code, and it should have like a little link that pops up and you can go to that.
And for the Bella Canvas giveaway, I'm pretty sure that you can pick and choose what you want in your box for those 50 shirts.
I think it's their 3001, like their main t-shirt.
But she was asking about sizes and colors. I think you can pick and choose size and colors, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a certain t-shirt, but you can pick and choose size and colors.
Yeah. It's their most popular style that you see all over the place.
All of them are coming, so it's fine.
I'm so excited. Angie, are you so excited?
I am excited. I can't wait for camp in the morning and just like interacting. It's always like the best weekend of whatever time period. So it's the best weekend of fall right now.
It is. And another thing we should mention are the campfires. So because this is camp and the badges, there's all these things. We should probably have a list. The first thing is campfires. So because this is camp atmosphere, at the end of every day at 7 p.m. Eastern time, we do a campfire, which is basically a post in the Facebook group the first 2 days, and then it's going to be a live video like this the third day. And it's basically where we talk about what we loved or what we, anything we learned, all of those things. It's a great time to give a shout out to your favorite speakers. If you've learned different things, the campfires are honestly my favorite part because it just feeds my like little dopamine, my little dopamine addiction where I'm just like, oh, people liked it. It makes me so happy.
And the badges this time. So basically you kind of earn badges as you do things during camp. And I mean, we don't police it. You're on your own and you can just download those from camp. However, these are all exclusive badges for holiday. So if you were like really into the badges, you really like the concept, sign up for the free pass, start earning those badges because these are all exclusive to this camp, no repeats.
Yeah. So a couple things here. The QR code is right next to Angie's head. The shirts from Bella Canvas are not sublimation shirts. They are regular cotton t-shirts. Somebody asked 7 p.m. what time zone, and it's actually 9 a.m. Eastern time. And we have a time zone converter somewhere. Where's it linked?
Oh, I think she's talking about the campfire. Everything we talk about.
Yes, sorry, 7 p.m. on Eastern time.
When we say a time, it's Eastern time. So it'd be 7 p.m. Eastern time.
Eastern time. Sorry. Totally not understanding. The badges are really fun this time.
Campfires are 100% bring your own marshmallows and fire.
And fire. Maybe don't bring your own fire. Maybe bring like a fake fire or something.
Small fire.
Little fires. Tiny fire. I live in the forest. No fires. All right. And if you are tuning in late, like Nellie is, this is pre-recorded, or this is recorded, so you can go back and watch it.
Yeah. And if you're watching the replay, you can ask questions and we will answer those as we get to them. Give us patience. And speaking of questions, if you have trouble with camp, trouble with the free pass, trouble with the all access pass, help@craftingforprofitcamp.com is the email address. And that is our help desk. And those people will help you with whatever issues you're having. If you have purchased the all access pass, I would encourage you to try to log in today and send them an email if you're having trouble, because in the morning they will be flooded. So get your login today and email them with any issues today.
Yeah. I really love what Susan says here. Where she's like, "This is my favorite kind of camping. No outside, no bugs, no humidity, no smoke from the other campfires." Yeah, it's just really great.
It's
So
my
next year,
kind of camping too. I can only camp where there is indoor plumbing.
indoor plumbing. Thank you. That's like the one thing that I'm like, I can even sleep on the ground probably, but I need a
Or
bathroom
one.
close because I've had babies. And I have to pee at 3 in the morning every single night. All right, so if you haven't scanned that QR code, do it now. You can also go to craftingforprofitcamp.com, craftingforprofitcamp.com, get your free ticket. If you want that all access pass, get your free ticket and you'll be taken to that all access pass page where you can upgrade.
And Shayla, I would definitely say this one is not targeted to any really type of crafter. So all the classes, except for maybe two, are very generic of just like different crafts and ideas for different crafters. There are two classes. One is on HTV and one's specific to laser crafting that might be more specific. However, the rest of them are very generic and would apply to anyone, any crafter.
Yeah. We know that we often appeal to crafters who have crafting machines because that's the type of content we make. But it is our goal in 2025 to expand to more crafters. So if you crochet, if you sew, if you make wooden bowls, if you do all these other things, we are hoping it to bring you more into the fold and talk maybe a little bit less about crafting machines and more about just general crafting for profit.
And yes, Sharon, there are downloads on the free pass. There are under each video. If there's a download, though, it will be there. If you have the all access pass, there's an area that is for all of your downloads, and there will be more for the all access pass than for the free.
Yeah, all of the bonuses are downloads.
Yeah.
All right, friends. Well, we will see you later. Well, if you're an all access pass holder, keep an eye out for the classes tonight and you can get started early. If you're a free pass holder, then we'll see you in the morning.
Yep. And thank you for joining us for camp. We're super excited to learn more about craft fairs, holiday markets, and just selling for the holidays. If you want to make extra money for the holidays selling your crafts, this is the camp to attend. So grab your free ticket and join us in the morning.
All right, friends, we'll see you tomorrow.